Light blinking, set, gates open, off and racing. Snip of Romance out like a flash from the inside with Bundaberg stepping out of the gates quickly. Likewise, Sharp as a Don't Wink is parked up there. Star Supreme booting through on the inside of it from Artie's Eclipse and then Braccini. Followed further back by G'day Bloke when they settle down. Varaz is next of all. Second last over on the inside, another chant with Penny Pincher last at the 550 and coming along the side. Snip of Romance holds the front about 3/4 the break on Sharp as a. Over on the inside next of all. Star Supreme is up there travelling third, finding some room down towards the rail. They're being followed by Bundaberg and then Don't Wink. Braccini further back and then came Artie's Eclipse. Snip of Romance led them by the 200. It's still going well. Snip of Romance a length and a half in front. Down the outside, Don't Wink. Here's G'day Bloke bursting through in the centre, but Snip of Romance has found and is finding plenty. Enough to win. Snip of Romance all of the way has won from Don't Wink, Bundaberg and G'day Bloke. Star Supreme, every hope down there near the rail. In behind them came Sharp Azza, who dropped off with Varaz. Followed further back another chant, Braccini. Artie's Eclipse next home. And Penny Pincher saw the lot of its rivals, and plenty of those right back there last all of the way. Snip of Romance. Austin Galati has accounted for Don't Wink and Bundaberg here in the fourth on the card. From barrier to box, Snip of Romance. Chris Willis electing to take the shades off. Its form has been ultra consistent without winning, but breaks through here almost a year to the last week since its last win for the stable. 11 Snip of Romance by Snippet Son from High Romance with just its second victory in 20. And scores from Don't Wink, the star turn mare, Gian O'Donnell for Karen Kersley. Bundaberg is by Gingerbread Man, Holly Knottle for the Darren McAuliffe stable. And we stand by for fourth as well, still yet to be posted. After the running of race number 4, Star Supreme, every chance down near the rail there, tracking through, found ample room and battled away in behind them. But all honours with Snip of Romance with Austin Galati in the saddle. It's 11-1-8. G'day Bloke burst through fleetingly, looked a little chance before peaking late. 1 length the short neck, the margins in 58.56, the sectionals 34.66. Race 5, the Schweppes Handicap. 5 Chest Out Swagger is the scratching in the next of the day at 2:52. Over the mile 50 as we take you back downstairs to Lockie. And this was just nursed along in front and really responded to Galati.
Really well rated out in front, wasn't it, Darren, by Austin Galati, who has started off the new racing season in wonderful fashion as winning trainer. Chris Willis joins me now. Chris, congratulations on the victory. Snip of Romance. He hasn't been far away throughout this campaign, but nice to see him finally break through.
Yeah, it was. He's been unlucky. Well, not unlucky. He's just a hard-going horse, but we've had to change things. And like I took the blinkers off. We had to put blinkers on early because he wanted to lay out. But we sort of had to do one thing at a time because he's not like this at home. He's not a rip tear at home. He's a pony. Anyone could ride him. Honestly, like that's why it's sort of been a long process because we've had to take him to the races trying a new thing, and then seeing if it works or if it doesn't. So we finally, like the tongue tie went on, the blinkers come off. He relaxed at home in his work with the tongue tie good. So, yeah, and Austin held him together and kidded to him, so we're good.
What did you make of the way he relaxed, in particular that first 400 metres here this afternoon in comparison to the start where he's had those blinkers on?
Yeah, well, he's tended to run through the bridle with the blinkers and not have much left when it comes the time to finish the race off. And I said to Austin, like, I think if you can lead and hold him, I think you'll get an easy furlong. The tongue tie makes him that little bit more tractable and he should finish off. And we might sneak a 12 out of him as well now.
We all see you don that loyal Carlton cap each and every time you step out on a racetrack, Chris. Is Josh Fraser your man?
Well, absolutely. You couldn't think of any other person to take the job, but he seems to be the only person in Australia that doesn't think he's the man for the job. But, hopefully things will change.
Well done here.
Thanks, mate.
There's Chris Willis after the win of Snip of Romance. He's had to be patient with this gelding for win number 2, but he hasn't been far away, and just a few gear changes along the way has clearly produced this result.
Exactly right. The gear changes is what the difference was there today. The blinkers came off, the tongue tie went on. Oh, the senior rider went on as well, but not that Natika's been doing anything wrong. She's been giving this horse every chance. He's just been almost going a little bit too keen and a little bit too quickly for his own good, and he's been finding a couple of them a little bit stronger at the back end of the 1,000 in recent starts. But today you could see that Austin was just keeping him in control, keeping him under wraps, and he never actually pulled the stick, I don't think, at any stage, which is quite typical of the way that Austin Galati rides as well. He's very cool, calm and collected, and a man that's travelled almost the entirety of Western Australia over the last week too. He's been covering some kilometres, and he's got that big decision looming too for the Broome Cup coming up. He won the Kimberley Cup on the Friday or the Saturday, and then he backed it up on the Sunday with the Port Hedland Cup as well with Manavendra. So we'll ask him about that as well. But Spud comes to town and wins one on the grass.
Yeah, that was a nice sweet treat, surprise. But yeah.
Looked like travelled beautifully for you the whole way.
Yeah, he did, and he does. He actually over-travels sometimes too much, but the key to him is just hold on to him, tease him, and he'll finish off well.
And that for you meant also just resisting that urge to pull the stick and just let him do his own thing.
Yeah, that's it. I have done a fair bit of track work on him back in the day, and he's a horse much like that. Just keep the bit in his mouth and he'll do the rest.
A couple of very impressive dirt winners across the weekend. Have you started to think about that Broome Cup choice?
Yeah, yeah, probably leaning more towards Manavendra, but it was very hard to split him. Kings of Corrie went just as good.
Congratulations, mate. You're flying. Well done.
Cheers. Thank you.
There's Austin Galati. That is his 5th win to start the new season in the first 5 days, if you don't mind. He combines with Chris Willis and Snip of Romance to take out the 4th of 8 here at Belmont Park.